Let's talk about having multiple streams of income, multiple ways of revenue coming in. This will really help set you up for a very happy, healthy pre-retirement and may help you get to retirement faster. I do want to share the resource that I am using for this video today. First of all, my name is Amy Palmer. I am your Gen X big sister. We talk about all things pre-retirement around here. Pre-retirement is your like 10 to 15 years-ish before retirement. How do you have a life filled with joy and purpose and fulfillment and change up what you had been doing the decades prior? That's what we talk about here. One of the ways to do that is by having multiple streams of income. And the resource that I'm using is right out of Shopify's blog. Now, Shopify is a way, it's a platform to use to be able to sell items, digital products and services and things like that. So it's one of many that are out there. But I found this article, this blog post around it that I thought did a really good job of covering it all. And some of these I have tried, many of these I have not, but and some of them I know other people who have. So let's get into it and see what we come up with. So first of all, passive income. So these are multiple streams of income. Specifically, passive income is what this blog post is about. Passive income is considered a way of generating revenue that requires minimal effort. I have found that this can be a little bit of a misnomer. First of all, there's a lot of scams out there. There's a lot of people promising, you know, pay me and I'll show you how to make a lot of money with like zero effort. It's just not the reality. I do find that it does take effort even to set up a passive income generating stream. So it may take you a while to get those things going. I have not seen too many instances of it being a quick and easy fix. So just so you know that. All right, types of passive income come into 4 categories: investment income, real estate income, business income, and creative income. So investments, obviously, the stock market or, high interest accounts, stocks, bonds, savings, that kind of thing. Real estate, I mean, they call this passive, but if you are owning property and you've got tenants and stuff, I do think that there's effort that goes into that. But property rentals, or even like using your own home, Airbnb, renting out rooms, that kind of thing. Business income, obviously, this is around creating a product or a service that you're offering that generates work. Again, I don't know that that's necessarily business, but I guess it's like setting up a product or a service that can just be set on autopilot in a way and continue to sell. And then creative income, artists can generate passive income from their creations. So they can do things like giving royalties for use of their work, obviously direct sales and ads and sponsorships, stuff like that. So those are the overall categories. We're going to go into like a lot of the different ones. So investment-based passive income, you've got investment fund. I'm not going to talk a lot about this stuff because I know very little about it, but this article is really cool. I'm going to link it in the show notes for you to check it out. But it has like investment in funds, startup investments. So like, I guess, buying new small businesses and investing in those or buying them right out, dividend stocks, bonds, buying a website. Okay, so I want to buying a website. Websites on almost any topic often are put up for sale. And a lot of them make a healthy income through affiliate links, ads, memberships, or product sales. This is interesting. I've never really thought to look into buying a pre-existing successful website. I wonder why it would be for sale. Hmm. Uh, or like creating your own and setting it up with affiliate links and ads and selling products on it. Whether it's your own creations, whether it's other people's creations, there's lots of different ways to do that. Buying a local business. Some of you, when you were sharing your stories of what you wanted to do in retirement, I heard things like, I would love to have a little coffee shop, or I would love to own a flower stand. Um, so that would be awesome to buy one. But then a lot of times you have to be the one like operating it. So in order to like make it passive, that would be, you know, that would be a little tricky. It would have to be very profitable to have it completely being run without you. I know that they exist, but you'd have to do your due diligence and research to figure that part out. Then the next category is interest-based passive income ideas. High yield savings accounts. I absolutely do that. So exploring, there's lots of high yield savings accounts and certificates of deposits that offer 4% annual percentage yield. So taking a look at that, that has been very helpful for me. That's where I put my savings, is in a high yield savings account. Peer-to-peer lending. Ooh, I don't know about this. Yeah, there's like loan websites where you, yeah, no, I have a hard time thinking about that, but read it in the article if you want to. Crypto staking, again, that's not my thing. I would love to hear from any of you who really have gotten into cryptocurrency and what that means. I know that they're very volatile, they're up and down and all over the place. I've heard the extremes, like I've heard people hugely successful with it, like getting massive amounts of money from it. And then I've heard people losing a lot of money, and I've heard people like getting locked out from their crypto. I've just that's all I've heard. So if you've got any real life experience with that, I'd love to hear that. Next category is around the property-based passive income ideas. That goes into rental properties, like we talked about. If you have the capital available, you can leverage your mortgage, invest in apartments or multi-unit buildings. You can live in one, rent out the rest. Lots of different ways that you can do that. And check out laws recommend. Obviously, I'm not an expert at any of this. I'm just info sharing and sharing my thoughts and opinions on some of these, and any personal experience that I might have. Consult with whoever you need to consult with: lawyer, accountant, financial advisor, etc. Unused space rentals. Yeah, I pay a pretty penny for storage of my stuff. Uh, I pay, yeah, I don't even want to say how much I pay, but I pay a lot to store. Even though I've downsized to almost nothing, I have like my artwork, I have my clothing, I have some kitchen items, I have photo albums, I have like things that I've collected over time that I don't want to get rid of, all in storage. And I probably regularly use maybe a third of it. But having like using unused space, like do you have a nice basement or garage or some sort of building, you could rent it out as storage or a workspace. People are looking for workspace, places to co-work, places to have meetings, things like that. Production, also for production facilities. So crafters and entrepreneurs are often looking to rent production facilities. So if you've got a barn, or a really nice garage, or a really nice attic space, or a nice finished basement, you could generate some income renting that out. Again, I don't know like the laws and the restrictions and all that involved, so be sure to consult with experts. Short-term rentals, obviously, the good old Airbnb, VRBO, Furnished Finder. Those are some of the sources that I use on a regular basis. And that can be a really good way to earn. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like corporations have kind of come in and taken over that space a little bit. I'm in an Airbnb right now as we speak, and this whole building is rentals and short-term rentals, and I think it's owned by a big corporation. Uh, I prefer renting from like a family, but it's one route to go. Roommates, I do think it'd be cool when and if I do end up getting my own space. It would be cool to have a space that's set up where, we each have our own space and then a little bit of common shared space. And then that would be cool. You could like rent out the other part, share expenses with a roommate. Vending machines. I have heard people who have done this, but owning vending machines is a way to generate some passive income, and checking out some marketplaces to find out where to find those. Again, check out this article, it'll tell you all that. Real estate investment trust investments. What does that mean? What if you don't have the money to buy an entire apartment building? You can still earn rental income. I don't know what this means. So, oof. It doesn't seem like it'd be that big of a return, as I'm reading this. Now into this is the fun stuff. Now this is more up my alley, the product creation, passive income ideas. If you can create a product to sell online, then you can create the opportunity to continue to have it earn revenue. Digital products could be ebooks, they could be courses, they could be PDFs, anything like downloadable. And really thinking about like what is it, what expertise do you have, what do people come to you for, what do they ask for your advice about, what do they want your expertise in, what do you feel like you've mastered. And those would be things that could potentially be turned into digital products. I have a couple of digital products. You can check out my link, amypalmer.bio. You'll see I have like 2 or 3 linked there right now. I've got my ebook. I've got my Grown Up Gap Year playbook. I've got the Permission to Pause workshop. So that's where I have shared guidance, shared expertise, shared some instruction, and then packaged it for somebody to be able to use as they want to, right? So digital products is a way to generate. Now, I don't generate huge amount of income through digital products. My coach and mentor does. I mean, and a lot of people do who've been at it for a while and have really not only established their niche, but have established their credibility in the space. And they very easily have 6-figure digital products out there that have generated good income for them. Handmade goods. There are lots of websites that will let you turn a weekend side hustle or a hobby into being able to sell it online. Like, do you knit? Do you crochet? Do you sew? Are you crafty? Like, do you make jewelry? Are you an art? Like, what is it that you do? You can sell those online. Stock photos? Interesting. So a lot of times photographers are offering their services for revenue, a photography business, taking pictures of people. But there's also a way to sell photos as stock photos, to go into stock photo libraries. Interesting. So if that's something that sounds interesting, look into that. Job boards. Another original idea. This is about creating a job board. Like if there's a particular marketplace, like in a niche industry or a particular need where you're feeling like things are getting lost in some of the more generic, widespread job boards. You could create a niche one that focuses on that. You can charge the employers to post on the job board, or you can also offer sponsorships, that kind of thing. So that's interesting. So looking into creating a job board. Mobile app, I still have my mobile app idea that I haven't brought to life yet. It looks like things are coming along where it may become possible to be able to design your own mobile app. I know it is possible. I just haven't approached that yet. And I have a really good idea, actually a couple good ideas for apps. So that would be one. So you need to decide whether you want it to be like a website type app or a mobile app. And then you create the income from either they're subscribing to the app, or you place ads on that app, or you pay to download it. There's a couple different ways to do it. Spreadsheet templates. Yes, I believe that. This mentions an Etsy seller. Her name was Emily McDermott, and she claims that she has made more than $200,000 in less than 2 years by selling Excel and Google Sheet templates on the marketplace. Wow. But you could create all kinds of templates like budgeting, profit projection, habit tracking. I always wanted to have somebody create a spreadsheet. I feel like somebody's started to do this, but a spreadsheet of places to live, like cities and towns, and have all the information about aspects of those cities and towns. Like it would be, you know how they have ways of, when they rank like the top 10 best places to retire, like, or whatever. And they do that based on what's the healthcare look like, what does schools look like, what does jobs look like, is it walkable, is it more rural or urban, what's the population, what's the political breakdown of it. Like there's like all these traits of that town and city. I would love to have that on like every town and city in the United States. And I would love to be able to like filter and go in and punch in, this is what I'm looking for. This is the place where I want to live, and kind of describe my perfect place and have it pull up who meets those requirements. If you could do that in a spreadsheet or maybe a website, I don't know, do it, because I would buy it. Shopping rewards. Reward sites that give you, oh yeah, you have to spend in order to make. All right, so next category is car related passive income. Car rentals. What's the name of that app? Turo. That is, it's like a car rental. It's like Airbnb, except it's for your car. So if you have a car or have an extra car that you want to rent out that way, you could advertise on your vehicle, wrap it, put an ad on it. You could rent out parking spaces, especially in cities. So, if you've got a parking lot or a place where people could park, you could rent that out. Next category, marketing-based passive income ideas, drop shipping, print on demand, social media influencer, affiliate marketing. Drop shipping. Oh, that's when you set up an online store and you're shipping stuff for them. Like Shopify would be somebody that you would use. Print on demand, where you're printing like t-shirts and different things for people. Social media influencer. This is where you are getting paid to promote people's products and service. There's also something called user generated content, UGC. And for UGC, you do not have to have a big social media following in order for companies to want to pay you. They are paying you to create the reel. Like, let's say, for example, I don't know, a shoe company. You went and bought a new pair of shoes, sneakers. So you create a video reel of you buying those sneakers, maybe some footage at the shoe store, picking them out, maybe trying them on, and maybe it's like just focus on your feet, and then you walking and how much you like them, and you're just raving about these sneakers. They will pay you for that actual reel to use on their sites and their social media. So it doesn't matter if you have 2 followers, because you don't even have to post it on your site. And I've learned that they are especially interested in finding older users like myself. So Gen X women and above, this is a great opportunity for you. And companies will pay you for like, give me 5 reels, give me, 5 posts, whatever it is, and they'll give you X amount of dollars for it. If you want to learn the ins and outs of UGC, follow Megan UGC on Instagram. I think it's Megan_UGC on Instagram. But check her out, because I enrolled in her course, and she really like takes you through exactly how to make that happen and make that work. And it's fun. It's fun to do. To be a social media influencer, you really need to build up your following. You need to build up your subscribers. You need to like just have enough people following you for a brand to even care that you're doing it. I wonder if this one also talks about YouTube. So YouTube channel monetization. I've mentioned that I became monetized after video number 48 because I was doing a video a day. I've seen many people do it with a lot less videos. I was putting out like short, like 10 to 12 minute videos. And so once you become monetized, there's a lot of steps you need to follow to be fully, like once you qualify, there's a lot of steps. And then once you complete all those steps, you're earning money for having ads appear during your videos that play. Except for those who are subscribed to YouTube Premium, that they don't need to see the ads. But then I also think you get a little bit of something for any YouTube Premium people that are that's watching your stuff too. So there's a lot of people on this channel talking about on this platform talking about how to do this, especially for us Gen X and later people. So you can do a search and find and people that share exactly how much they've made on it. There's not too many examples that I've heard of massive amounts of income from it. Again, except my coach. My coach is able to she makes about 10 grand in ad revenue on YouTube. I'm still trying to figure out how she does it. So it is possible. There are people doing that, but the vast majority, it's more like it's generating side income for them. But again, it's another stream of income, very important. Affiliate marketing. This is promoting other people's things. So linking to it in your social media and helping to promote, or on your website or on your blog, and you get a piece of anything that's sold for that other person. Passive income ideas for creatives. Oh, they do talk about, okay, YouTube channel comes under this category for creatives. They talk about ebooks. They talk about online courses. They talk about blogging, digital designs, royalties, and audiobook narration. That's one that I want to look into. But ebooks is a lot of fun. You can choose any topic that you are knowledgeable about, create a book. You can find a template to help you design it. You can publish it online and sell it for downloads. And online courses, there's lots of platforms out there that support online courses. So if there's something that you want to dig in deeper and it takes more steps, a course could be the way to go. And that can be a lucrative path as well. According to Teachable, Teachable is one platform that supports online courses. The average online course earns about $3,000 per course, with the top earners maximizing their income by selling a mix of courses, coaching, and digital products. Interesting to know. Blogging, which I mentioned. So blogging, you could use a lot of the stuff that we've already talked about: ads, sponsorships, affiliate links. to create money there. And then really big blogs can be very lucrative and can generate tens of thousands of dollars a month. Creating designs and templates. I actually had a colleague who built a Canva template, I think it was a Canva ebook template or Canva type ebook template, and then sold that template to a platform that like sells it for anybody that wants to use it. You've seen it if you've tried to use a template before. There's some that are free and then there's some that are like 99 cents, et cetera. And then audiobook narration. I want to look into this one, try to find out how to get started. So I'm going to look into that. It says that it pays between $10 and $500 per finished recorded hour, depending on experience level. That's interesting. And then there's a whole section here on YouTube channel as well. So how do you pick I just wanted to get the juices flowing, the ideas going. Even if you are still stuck in your job and you can't leave, think about how you can start to generate something on the side. Did anything that I just share with you spark anything of in terms of thought, idea, interest, curiosity that you'd want to look more into? And try different ones, experiment, have fun with it, and see what happens. I mean, what it does is it makes you less reliant on one source of income. So it gives you peace of mind on top of the financial, stability and financial predictability. It just kind of, helps to have it coming from different places, and that will help you set up a retirement that is happy and fulfilled and as low stress as possible. So if anything tell me what you want to try. Tell me which of these you want to try, which piques your interest, or if there's something else that comes to mind that I didn't mention, tell me that one to share it with us. I'd love to hear about it. And read the Shopify blog because it goes into all of those categories in greater depth. And you can hone in on which one you really want to explore. I'm going to look into audiobook narration and see what that's all about, see what that world's about, since apparently I like to talk. So there's that. My name is Amy Palmer. Please remember to like and subscribe to this channel. It helps one of my passive streams of income also. Not a heck of a lot of money, we're talking pennies, but it helps. I'm your Gen X big sister signing out.